Clickup Beginner's Guide. Now this video is going to be a complete tutorial. I'm going to show you everything you need to know about Clickup, including how this works, the features, the pricing, the pros and cons, and absolutely everything you need to know. So if you are interested in learning about the Clickup CRM platform, then keep watching, as this is going to be the most valuable video you ever watch. Okay guys, so we load into Clickup and it makes a pretty bold statement right here: one app to replace them all. All of your work in one place, tasks, docs, chat, goals and more. And Clickup is one of the most valuable tools I have found. If we go down, we can take a look at some of the highlights here. So tasks and projects, they say you can simplify work and get more done. We can see right here that they have a very easy to use task area. And if we go back, I really like this feature that was just on there a second ago when this is added as a board, but I'm going to show you guys this later in the video. It is super easy to overview and look at what tasks people are to do. We then have the chat right here. So this is like in-team chat, real-time chat, tag individuals or groups. Now this can be a distraction depending on your employees and how focused they are. However, with my company, guys, I've noticed that it's actually very, very handy. If people need a quick response, you can just simply tag somebody in. They will get a notification on their computer and they can reply pretty quickly. Now with the goals section, we can see set goals and crush them faster, stay on track and hit goals with tasks targets. So this is just like a standard goal tracking area. Nothing too fancy right here. And then the views is just the overall view of how you can see what is in progress, what is currently being done, and what is already completed. Now right here, they have a few sections. If I can just go back to this, we have the download thing. So you can get this on your phone, your tablet, your laptop and PC. And then I find it pretty funny that the whole concept of this is about like focus and getting more work done. And then they have the ability to download it on Apple Watch. Kind of contradictive, but okay. They have like the import section, so you can import all of these other apps right here, like monday.com, Asana. By the way guys, I'm going to show you absolutely everything in here. So guys, I think that is pretty much everything you need to know from this section. So let's now take a look at the pricing. So we can see here that if you actually go down and click the link in the description, you can get a free plan, and it says free forever, 100 megabytes of storage. Gives us a few benefits that we get with this section. And then from here, you can see like the add-ons that you get for each respective area. Now this is the yearly payment. If we go over to monthly, you can see it does go up a little bit. However, these are the plans that you can use on Clickup. Now, what I'm going to do, guys, is in this video, I'm just going to show you the free plan, as this just makes it easier. And I'm guessing that if you are a brand new beginner using Clickup, this is going to be the plan that you go for. So I'm just going to go ahead and log into my account real quick. So as you can see, I now have my account. And this is the onboarding section right here. So this is super important. So we can go through. Name your workspace. So if I just call this, rather than Steve Harrison, Side Hustle King Workspace, and next. And then we can customize the avatar, so you can simply change the color of this, or you can go ahead and drag in a profile image, which of course is a lot more professional. Once that is done, we can just go ahead and click happy. Choose your favorite color for the theme of this website. Now, I think red's a little bit harsh, so I'm going to stick with the purple. How many people will you be working with? So go ahead and select this. And how do you want to start using Clickup? So effectively, what do you want to be using this for? I'm going to go sales and CRM, as I think that's probably the main use case for this website. I think probably like 70% of you guys who are watching this video, this is what you are going to be using it for. Now, how did you hear about this? Just go ahead and select one of these, and then you can invite people into your workspace. Now, that is not something I'm going to do now. I will discuss this later in the video. And then, do you use any of these apps? Once again, integrations are super, super handy. However, that is going to be something we talk about later in the video. From here, we can go ahead and play with Clickup. We are going to be taken over to the website, and I will show you everything you need to know. So, we are then asked to choose a Clickup setup. Do we want to use the simple, intermediate, or advanced? And of course, guys, we ain't no babies. We are going to go with the advanced section. And as you can see, this is loading up right here. So guys, I'm not going to start out with this area. Let's go to the home screen and let's do all of this in order. So you can see that we have lineup at the top, and this is basically like your most prioritized, your most important things. It actually says lineup is a prioritized order of tasks for each person. Now you'll always know each person's main focus and priority. So if we just go ahead and add in a task, and the task is to subscribe. So once you have added tasks in here, they will show up and you can add them into this section. We have trending tasks right here, so tasks that you worked on the most. Your work, so this is to do. You can see any of the work you have to do today. You can see any work that is overdue, any work that is to do next, and any work that is unscheduled. And if you want to add in tasks into any of these sections, all we have to do is, let's say that we don't have anything today, but tomorrow we actually do have a task. And this task is to subscribe. Now we can add this to a list if we so choose. So I will create a new list around this just called test. And then we can add this. Then you can choose the person. You can like assign this to a member of your team. So for now, because I only have me in the team, I'm just going to assign this to me. And then you can add a description here, just giving like a quick overview. You can also add a checklist. So you might want to say in here, subscribe to Software King just like that. Now once that is done guys, we can add attachments if you so choose. Now on top of that, we can also choose when this is actually for. This is the final section. So as I said, this is for tomorrow. We can then click create task. That task is now created. As you can see, that task is now created. So what we can actually do is, let's say that we get done with work today. We can actually move that up to today. And then we're like, oh, okay, now we completed the task. Boom. Set to closed. That is now done, and that is basically how you can go with the tasks. Now I should have mentioned, if I just go ahead and grab this back out, what you can also do with this guys, so if that is here, what you can actually do is add this to lineup as well. So you can see that this now shows up, and you can add these to lineup. And as I said, this is for your most important tasks. So you want to add any tasks that you usually forget. What I like to do is, if you guys have read the book The One Thing by Gary Keller, he says basically find something, the one thing that you need to do each day that actually moves the needle in your business. So that is what I use lineup for. I put the one thing that is really going to push my business forward for the day, and that is what I add in the lineup section. Now once that is done, you can once again just come and tick this off. You can also change the date, delegate this to somebody else, set priority, so like urgent, and once again say this is done. Now that is basically the my work section, and that is everything you need to know from here. We also have a calendar on the right hand side. So of course this just works like a standard calendar guys. Let's say we have a meeting today at 2 PM. So we are just like meeting with Paul. And save. You can see, whoopsie, we need to select a list and save. You can see that we have a meeting with Paul, and that is going to be instantly sent over to the task list. We can see it also has a due time, and it is very, very handy guys. All of this works very nicely in sync. And that is right there. Now, by the way, if you want to get rid of this calendar, if you don't like it, you can simply hide it over there. Pull it back up at any time by clicking this button at the top. We can also pull up the mentions bar, so anybody that's mentioned you. And then we have agenda, which is tasks and reminders for the set day. Now that is the home section. We can move down to notifications. This is just going to show you anytime you've been tagged, mentioned, basically, yeah, any notifications. Any notifications you have cleared. Now we can go over to the pulse area. And as it says, Pulse is a new way to work remotely. You can now see a real-time view into who's online and what they are working on. So if we just go through, as I say guys, this works far better when you have a team. However, I'm just showing you this on a demo account, so I can't show you it in the most detail. However, it's basically going to show you who's online, who's offline, when people were online, like when the majority of your employees or team members were online. And then you can also go ahead and click on them, see what tasks they are working on, and all of that good stuff. So this is very, very important for home working. Like you can see hours people have worked and all of that good stuff. Very, very nice to see. Now we have goals. Goals, you can create goals, break them down into measurable targets. And this is just like, I've probably had like 5 goal setting apps in the past, guys. This is nothing groundbreaking. So we might want to say, create Clickup tutorial Okay, and of course this is going to be me who is doing this. Who has access to this goal? You can say your entire workspace have access to this and they can edit this and change this, or this is completely private. You can also, if this is private guys, you can either just set this to yourself or you can choose specific team members to share it with. And okay, is there a goal? Is there an end date this goal should be completed by? I'm pretty sure today is the 2nd, yeah. So I want this done by today, there we go, okay. And description, not have to add anything there. And as you can see guys, we have create ClickUp tutorial. This is it opened up right here. And we can also go ahead and create a target. So the target name is simply, is this done? Owner is me. And then type of target, we can do number, true or false, currency or tasks. So I'm just going to go for true or false and click OK. And then as you can see right here, we have create ClickUp tutorial and all of the goals that you set are going to show up here. So you can add a new goal at any time by clicking up here, creating new goals, and you can go through and do this whole process again. So we can click into this, and if I just want to go and check this off, all I would have to do is click into this done section here, change this to finished, and boom, you will see that this changes to 100%. This shows up as completed, and that is basically how you can move towards your goals. Now, this was very linear, like it was true or false. Some of them you will have currency goals that you can update, and so on, but that is the goal section right there. From here, we can go into the spaces section and basically see everything right here as a list. Now, I don't really like this, guys. We can see in progress, to do. It's pretty hard to read. Like, not right now. Now it's really easy because there's only 3 things. But as soon as you start having like 50, 100, 200 tasks in here, it gets pretty crowded and pretty hard to read and hard to keep track on. That's why if we go over to the board section, like this just makes it far easier. Like this is incredible, and this is one of my favorite features of this entire platform. Just look how much easier that is to read. And then from here, guys, we can basically go through and like drag these around, change these to different sections, so we can move this along from to do into in progress, complete, and all of that good stuff. And we can also add like new things to this. So if we will go ahead and add a new task, we can basically just add test, create task, and we can see this shows up, and then we can add this to wherever. And that is basically how you can use the spaces section. Now, this is super handy for like keeping track on where things are and how far along the process they are going. And that is just like how you can see everything where each client is, where each process is in the, basically where it is in your business, how far it is to getting closed, and all that good stuff. Then we can take a look at the docs section. Now this is super handy, guys, and this is where you can like pass around docs, send upload a bunch of different things to this area, and it basically replaces the need for something like Dropbox or Google Drive, as you can basically add everything into here. Basically type everything out here that we need, and then that will be saved into the docs section. Now guys, the final thing that I want to show you is how you can actually invite users and basically get them to join your team. So all you would need to do is click on invite down here at the bottom, and it then says invite people. New members will gain access to public spaces, docs, and dashboards. So you basically just want to go through and enter in your team member's email right here. So what you want to do is all you need to do is enter in their email right here. They will be sent a link. Then if they click on the link, they will be asked to go through and basically create an account. Once that account has been created, they will be added to your ClickUp team. You can also sort by permissions right here, so whether they are a member or an admin. Once that is done, click send invite, and that link will be sent over to their email. But guys, that is everything you need to know about ClickUp as a beginner, and that should give you a good baseline to go ahead and start using ClickUp for yourself. Now that was a ClickUp guide for beginners. If you learned something from this video or you found it valuable in some way, don't forget to smash that like button and tap that subscribe button. And until next time guys, take it easy.